Hey sisters, it's Amy Kay. I want to encourage those of you who had a hard time yesterday with friends and family not seeing Torah the way you see it. Yesterday was Easter, and a lot of us were home that day not doing anything because it doesn't fall the same as unleavened bread for most of us this year. And so I feel like we were much more aware of the division. And so maybe you're coming to Torah, maybe you're already doing the feast and you're like, oh, I don't want to do Easter anymore. That can cause real problems with your family and your friends. And I understand that, but I want to encourage you to not be angry, not be discouraged, not be depressed about that. It just is what it is. This is the season that all of us are in right now. And so I encourage you just to be patient and still love them well. And so here's how I want to do that. I want us first to recognize that the Father loves them very much. I'm talking about true believers with circumcised hearts. Maybe they don't do Torah yet, but they're true believers. What do you know about the character of Yehovah? You know that he is good, and you know that he is loving, and you know that he is just. And he gets to work out the justice later. That is not for you and I to work out. We do not and ought not ever to look at someone and say, I told you Torah, you don't do it, therefore you're in rebellion. I don't think that's fair. That state of their heart is between them and the Father. But if they are just neither convinced nor convicted, it's not our job to say, oh, now you're going to hell, because that might not be true. It might just be a matter of time until the Spirit works on their heart and brings them to Torah. So first of all, be patient, because Yehovah is patient. Go back and read the prophets. This is where I want to encourage you from today. Read all the prophets, the stories where God is saying through the prophets, look, Israel, you really screwed up. I have to divorce you. I'm sending you into Babylon. But I love you so much. Throughout the scriptures, throughout the prophets, we have a chapter of judgment and anger of the Father against us. See, I think we're all Israel. And then one chapter of anger and wrath and judgment, and then the next chapter is, oh, but I love you so much, I'm going to bring you back. You have to be punished for a time because I am just, and I promise I will bring you back. That's the promise that we soak our spirit in, and that gives us contentment and puts our minds at ease, that even though people don't see it like you right now, we ought to treat them the same way the Father does. Long-suffering, patience, forgiveness, compassion. There might be a rift and some things might be different. Some topics might now be off limits. Share with them when they ask. Let them see the joy in how you walk. Sometimes post stuff on Facebook in gentleness. And what does Paul say? Live at peace with all men, especially if this is your husband. Be patient. And in the meantime, don't be unhappy. This is our situation. All of us are in exile. We're under that punishment still. Sometimes we think that just because we come to Torah, that now everything is perfect. I mean, sisters, I've been keeping Torah for 10 years, and things are not Torah perfect in my world. And that is okay. It just has to be okay. I pray for a day when things are Torah perfect. But right now, I also just understand this is my punishment for the sins of my ancestors. Someday, he will make it all okay. And that probably happens at the resurrection, I think. I don't know exactly. But your friends and your family who don't see Torah right now, be gentle with them. There is a huge difference between having a rebellious, high fist against the Father, which is rebellion, and saying, I'm going to do what I want to do, even though I know what I'm supposed to do. That's rebellion. And I know that before I came to Torah, I wasn't in rebellion. I just wasn't convinced, and I wasn't yet convicted. So they go together. And so just because you tell someone Torah doesn't mean that they're convinced or convicted. They have to go through these steps. And that's the Spirit of the living God. That's not you. So just love them, help them when you can, be in their lives as much as is possible, live at peace with them. When they ask, be ready with an answer, and just let them see the joy in your life. Have a sense of calm, because this is just how it is. And we just have to endure this time of living in Babylon. Go read the prophets about how much he loves Israel and how much he's going to bring us back because he is long suffering. And so then let that be your attitude towards others, not the judgment part, that's not our job, but the long suffering part is definitely our job. I really believe that the true believers will one day do Torah. Just be patient and walk in joy and contentment and peace with them. A lot of you are new to Torah and you're new to going through one of the worldly holidays and the rift that it makes. It'll happen again when Christmas comes. But just read the prophets and his promises and rely on the fact that he loves your friends and family just as much as he loves you. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, Yah willing. Bye.